A very good morning, children. Today we are going to start with question tag. Yes, grammar. We're going to start grammar in the first lesson from your textbook is question tag. I know we have done this last year, but then I'm doing it because it's there in the textbook and it's good for you all because it will also be like a revision. But still, I will do a little bit of explanation. May not go in very in detail because I have already taught you all last year. So let's begin. A question tag is a short question added at the end of a sentence to seek confirmation about what you have just said. So, as you know, you add your question tag only and only after you have copied the sentence as it is, added a comma after it, and then you add your question tag. So, remember, copy your sentence as it is. After you all have copied the sentence, then add a comma. After your comma, you will add your question tag. Now, this question tag depends on your sentence given. It depends on the modal auxiliary, whether there is a modal auxiliary, whether it's a positive or a negative modal auxiliary, whether if there is no modal auxiliary, whether it's an imperative sentence. It depends on all these facts. So now just let's look into this. The question tag consists of the modal auxiliary with or without nt, followed by a pronoun that is in agreement with the subject of the sentence. If the sentence is affirmative, the modal auxiliary in the sentence contains nt. That means it becomes a negative sentence. Like does becomes doesn't, will becomes won't, should becomes shouldn't, must becomes mustn't. Okay. So if it's affirmative, the nt will be added to the auxiliary verb and that becomes your question tag. If the sentence is in the negative, the modal auxiliary in the sentence in the question tag does not contain nt. So if it's negative, the answer will be opposite, that is positive without the nt. Example, the children were playing. Now if you can see were is positive. So they've made it into negative. You are hungry. You are not hungry. So here this is negative. So here your answer will be only R. The not is removed, making it positive. If the affirmative or negative sentence does not contain a modal auxiliary, so what do you do when there is no modal auxiliary? Then you will use any of these. Do, don't, does, didn't, or did or didn't for the question tag depending on the tense of the verb and the person of the subject. The boy, see the examples of this. The boy likes ice cream. The boys like ice cream. So this is plural. So don't they? Hari likes ice cream. Singular. Doesn't he? And this is all positive. So that's why this is negative. Those children like the ice cream. This is also positive. So this is negative. Didn't they? If the affirmative sentence begins with I am, the question tag is aren't I. So you have nothing to think. If it begins with I am, automatically it is aren't I. Example, I'm trying to hurry, aren't I? Fifth one, for imperative sentence. Imperative sentence sentences which give an order. The question tag is will you or won't you? There's nothing else. It will be will you or won't you. If the imperative sentence begins with let's or let us, then there's no doubt in your mind. Answer will be shall be. Example, keep quiet. Will you? Hurry up. Won't you? Let's enjoy ourselves. Shall we? Okay, moving on to the next page. Examples of sentences with question tag. Truth is stranger than fiction. Here this is positive, so becomes negative. You haven't heard this. Have you? Haven't is negative. Here it becomes positive. I am, so I am automatically aren't I? I'm hurrying up, aren't I? The rest of the class participate too, don't they? Now there is no modal auxiliary here, so you have to use any of those. Do, didn't, do, did, okay? Does. Sit still, will you? So here it's an imperative sentence giving an order. So you wrote will. Let us. So when you have let us, what did I say? Shall we? Let us trace the journey of the spaceship. Shall we? Okay. So now I'm reading the exercise. You have to look out if there is a modal auxiliary or no. That will make it easier for you. Wonderful surprises are just waiting to happen. Second, people might treat him more kindly. Next, we will journey together. You are a rich man. Next, we should all call you Mr. Whittington. Sixth, you never again will pass this way. Seventh, you have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Eighth, he too must cross in the twilight dim. Ninth, days ago, there were almost 100. Next, they were growing well. 11th, she would definitely get the prize for the best plant. 12, the others could not forget. 13, medicine alone does not help. 14, something has made the last leaf stay there. 15, find some work for him. 16, your journey ends with the end of day. 17, it will fall today. 18, let us send for Tenali Raman. 19, she swims well. Here there should be only one full stop. I have put two by mistake. Something has made the last leaf stay there. So I hope you will find the homework quite easy to do. Please do it in your grammar notebook. Thank you and do have a good day. If you have a doubt, you can certainly most welcome to ask me.